Good morning, I'm Juanita and welcome back to the Net Guru. Today we're starting by being upstaged by Rocky and his jumper. Welcome to what will be my view and what is my very last Hobbii haul. Now, as you're aware, I live in New Zealand. And in living in New Zealand, we have some advantages and some disadvantages. Yes, I have sheep. To be fair, only 2 of those are my sheep. The other sheep are just the in-laws' sheep that are just coming over here and grazing. Now, can I get my own yarn from my sheep? Yes, I'm working on that process. Do we have really good New Zealand wool in this country? Yes, we do. Do I still order from Hobbii? Yes, I do. Why? Fun colours of cotton, and I like honey bunny yarn. Simple as that. So as you're aware that recently Hobbii said they are not shipping basically to the Southern Hemisphere anymore, and we've all gone, great. So here is my final ever Hobbii haul, and my general annoyance at the fact that, to be honest, I would be quite happy if they said, look, we're just not doing free shipping anymore. We'll still ship to you, but you'll have to pay your own shipping. Because we have to buy our own shipping for everything down this end of the planet anyway. But what did I feel the need to get in this last ever order? Yes, you're just absolutely needy at the moment, aren't you? First of all, I have some honey bunny candy. Now, what I like about this one is that the colour speckly bits, they actually glow in the dark. So these, I've got 2 of the dark blue and 2 of the light blue, and what the plan is to crochet a giant stingray that you can put, oh, just be careful, bro, that you can put fish and things into its mouth hole. It feels like a fun game. If by fun game you enjoy shoving fish into another fish, something along those lines. The plan is for the AMP show toy category, because I figured part of my downfall last year was that my toy was a stuffed animal. It wasn't something you could easily just play with. There wasn't a game inherent, because the things that beat me out were those stackable rings and was it a book with, I can't remember now if what came second was the flip book or whether it was the tic-tac-toe turtles. So that's the first thing. That actually arrived around about the day that Hobbii announced that they weren't going to ship to New Zealand anymore. Then this is my actual last order. Yes, I know, bro. So, what have we got here? Here in this bag, I have got supplies for a bag making kit, because I've been wanting to make a crochet bag for quite some time. Years ago, I bought a base and some handles from Hobbii so that I could do that, but I didn't know how to crochet back then. I was planning on knitting one, and then I've misplaced it. I can't find it. So I did buy the pack. Now, the pack involves this hardware. There's a breeze that's come up. We've got some bag handles, and they are not leather. We've got some buttons. Were the buttons part of this pack? I can't remember if the buttons were part of this pack or if the buttons were me cashing in as many of my Hobbii points as I could. We've got a magnetic button flap, and we've got, I think this is just grey felt. I know I don't need the grey felt, but I was buying the whole pack because the pattern there, you can click the button and you can get everything. This comes with the cozy yarn, which is this orange shade, which I'm going to put in this bag so that I know that everything is together. There are 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, honestly, I don't even know how many balls there are because I didn't check. 5, 6. It looks like 7 balls of the cozy yarn. Now, the cozy is a 60% cotton, 40% acrylic. Now, I have used an acrylic cotton blend in the past, and I made a summer singlet out of it, and it was fantastic. Like, it's still a great, really easy to work with, easy wash, easy to wear, without that weight of cotton that you sometimes get. Yeah, so I have worked with an acrylic cotton blend before, but I haven't worked with Cozy, I don't think. But I now have this bag project that I can do at some point. Ironically, I also have another bag project that I need to do at some point, because just recently I also bought more bag supplies, but I bought them in New Zealand. Now, I have been working on my Tweed Dreams jumper, and because I was particularly worried about, I was literally in the process of knitting up as much as I could to make sure that I had enough yarn to finish the project. But then I can't order from Hobbii anymore, and I haven't even finished. I finished one front and one back at this point, so I had to get some more just in case. So I've got 5 balls of the blue just to pad it out, because it was 4 balls for the back, and I actually lost count of how many balls I have total, and I don't want to run out, and I don't want to end up having to do something different around the front collar, or this way I will definitely have enough to do pockets if I want to do pockets or something along those lines. So I've got 5 balls of that colour, and then I also picked up, because I want to put strawberries on this cardigan, I picked up a green and 2 red. Now I think the red are cherry, and I think the green is emerald, I think. Of course, you can't tell with Hobbii once it arrives, because it just says on the label that this is colour 26 and colour 12. So that's great. Then what have I got? I've got some of the things that I've been waiting for them to have back in stock, so that I can finish my spluting Charmander, I think. So the Honey Bunny and Peach was out of stock. So that's why I now have another ball of Honey Bunny Yellow, 2 of, is this cream, oat milk, or something along those lines. So I've got 3 of those, and I will put them in this baggie. And then in the last bag, so if nothing else, if they're complaining about the price of postage, we're all making up for it right now. I have got 4 of peach, because I had 1 and 1 did the head, and then I ran out of yarn. And this has been out of stock for the longest freaking time on Hobbie's website. So I'm just happy that I've got that. 1 of red, and that means I should have everything I need to finish my Charmander. And I've got 2 black ones, because you can't go wrong with some spare black, and I'm going to need some black to do like his eyes and that sort of thing. So that's the Honey Bunny yarn I got. Then in this baggie, we have got, from my Hobbii Points, I did pick up this ball of vegan cashmere. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I needed to use my points on something. And also in here, we've got a bag strap that matches my bag, so I will pop that in there with the hardware for it. And of course, 1 Hobbii candy. Now I say, of course, 1 Hobbii candy. I have received approximately 3 Hobbii candies in the last few years. I think they work their way out of the bag, to be honest. Yeah. So there's that. So that is my final ever Hobbii yarn haul. It's definitely more than I wanted to pay for it, because I normally wait to get the Hobbii supplies on sale, because I don't mind paying sort of $5 a ball, American that is, for the Honey Bunny, but I don't want to be paying 10. If I'm going to be paying 10, I'm quite happy to buy Zach's yarn from Crochet Me Zaddy, which I'm still waiting for an order to arrive from Crochet Me Zaddy, but that's really good yarn. It just doesn't seem to go as far as the Hobbii one. I'm very disappointed, because I think there are other options rather than just to announce overnight that you've got like a week, New Zealanders, to buy any yarn that you want. And if it's not in stock, or you've been waiting for it for a long time, well, whatever, you just can't do it. So it's just frustrating. It's frustrating because we still get heavy advertisements for Hobbii. We still get we're still stuck with the fact that there isn't really anywhere else we can get the things that we're after. And even if we just had the option of being able to pay our own delivery, like we do for pretty much everything else. If I buy something on Etsy from an American seller, or I'm buying from Europe or anywhere else, I'm expecting to be paying delivery. Much as if I'm sending something overseas, I'm expecting that somebody's paying that delivery, because the delivery fees aren't invisible. It's just the way it is. But to not give us that option, that's the bit that's the most difficult. I don't mind not having free delivery. Free delivery is great, don't get me wrong, but I don't mind not having it. I do find it annoying that without any consultation, without even so much as a warning of more than a week to say, get your final order in, that's asking a lot. Not everybody has the money on hand to be able to make a purchase. Not everybody wants to just put it on their credit card and pay for it later. It's what I did, because, well, I've already started my Charmander. If I hadn't already started my Charmander, well, maybe I could have purchased a different yarn. But, yeah, it's just annoying that this here isn't stocking up. This isn't preparing for future projects. This is just making sure that I've got what I need for current projects, and then throwing stuff in, because this is the last time I'm going to get to buy, so I need to get the things that are in my wish list as well. So I'm really sorry that I'm losing Hobbii. I will miss the toucan yarn. I will miss the Friends cotton. I'm hoping that at some point there'll be either an economic downturn and they can open back up to the Southern Hemisphere, or they can come back and either say, here's a larger limit before we'll be posting, or, pay this much in postage. So that's that. That's my last Hobbii order. This is my building site. This is where you'll have the view when we get up and running and we're in the house. Yeah. So it's kind of like a fitting place to be talking about farewells and new beginnings and all of that kind of stuff. And as you can just notice, Rocky's just decided to roll over in this very moment. In the meantime, for those of you who can keep ordering from Hobbii, good for you. Please enjoy the honey bunny, because I can't. And for the rest of you, I will see you next week.